Hi mommies and daddies and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to tell you a story about how a cute little rhyme Jack and Jill got originated. This particular rhyme sounds very innocent about two little children, Jack and Jill, who are actually performing very regular chores of getting a pail of water from a well, and they have a very bad accident and get hurt. But this is the story that you and I know till now. But today, after watching this video, you will get to know a lot about it. There are many stories in different books and on internet telling us about different origins of this particular rhyme. I'm going to share them with you right away. Before we deep dive into the stories, 3 super interesting facts. Number 1, for this particular rhyme, we cannot state any exact date of origin. As most other rhymes, this was also originated through word of mouth. But the first written record of this rhyme has been found in 1765, John Newbery's Mother Goose's Melody in London. Fact number 2, after 41 years in 1806, this particular rhyme was republished by J. Aldis. He added many more verses in this rhyme, which made it up to 15 verses. I think we are aware of only one till date. And guess what? Other verses are also not different. They involve dog attacks, goat attacks, children falling from the seesaw, their grandmother getting run over by a cow. Why? Now the third fact, the most interesting one. Do you know that the first illustration done for this particular rhyme was not of Jack and Jill. Rather, it was Jack and Gil, 2 boys. But with time, the Gil became Jill. I guess it sounds better also, Jack with Jill. Jack and Gil is little odd. Now let's dive into our origination stories, which are related to beer, beheading of royalties, and kidnapping. Ooh. Number 1, a book written in 13th century by Icelandic historian and a poet named Snorri Sturluson about Norse mythology, which includes 2 boys named Juki and Bill, who were going in the dark night under the moon to fetch a pail of water. But they were then abducted from the earth and taken to the moon. So with time, Juki became Jack and Bill became Gil and now Jill. And it is believed that this story was told to our young children to try and prevent from wandering around in the dark night all by themselves. Weird way, but maybe that's how it worked for the children at that time. Okay, now the origination story number 2. This story comes from another book written by Catherine Elwes Thomas called The Real Personages of Mother Goose. She is the one who points out that the actual illustrations have 2 boys, Jack and Gil, and she also stated that all the nursery rhymes were secret insults to popular figures and royals at those times. So, this rhyme was a secret insult to 2 profound personalities, Cardinal Wolsey, who was Jack, and Bishop Tards, who was Jill. They went for a famous trip to France, and their mission was to appease their king Henry VIII by marrying his sister to the king of France. Now, his sister was 18 years old and the king of France was 36 years older than her. So finally their plan got successful, the 2 got married, but unfortunately the king died after 3 months. No, this was not it. There is a twist in the story. Now, Henry's sister fell in love with the Duke of Suffolk, Charles Brandon. But Henry VIII, her brother, wanted to use her again for other alliances. Obviously, his sister Mary ran and got engaged with the Duke. Now, Henry got enraged and wanted to execute Duke Suffolk. But Mr. Cardinal Wolsey intervened and stopped Henry VIII to take such an action. This action of Cardinal Wolsey came at an expense of falling out of favor with our King Henry. Thus, Cardinal Wolsey falling down his crown at Jack and our Bishop Tards did the same. So he came tumbling after. Quite an interesting and a complicated story, but funny that it became a rhyme. Now comes our third theory. Quite an interesting one though. Have you ever seen a well on top of a hill? So there are many stories which states that if you are talking about a well on top of a hill, it is actually something else, some magic juice or alcohol. So this story does prove this point. So back in the reign of King Charles I, he was desperate for more money. So what he did, he tried to raise taxes on our liquid measures. So his proposal of raising the taxes on the half pint, then known as Jack, was totally rejected by the parliament. But our King Charles was super smart. Though his appeal got rejected, he immediately made an announcement to reduce the volume of our half pint. Those time, the half pint line was indicated by a small symbol of a crown. So by knocking the crown down a notch, King Charles managed to get more taxes without ever having to raise them. Thus the half pint Jack broke his crown and the quarter pint measure was known as gill, which also came tumbling after. Perhaps the rhyme was coined by our angry drinkers in the bar who were getting less of a pint for their bucks. So yes, these were the three theories from where a cute little Jack and Jill were originated. Oh, by the way, do you know that a place called Kimmersdon, I don't know how to pronounce, has claimed of being the home of Jack and Jill Hill? According to a local legend dating back in 1697, the rhyme is actually about a spinster called Jill who got pregnant by her mysterious lover named Jack, who apparently died of a rock fall while climbing a hill, and the poor maid died of a childbirth soon after. So the village proudly claims to be the home of Jack and Jill Hill and even celebrates the statue all over the town. There are actually milestones that has been placed to outline the tale of Jack and Jill. So this was the story of a cute little innocent Jack and Jill rhyme. However, one thing appears certain, that these cheerful nursery rhymes seems to refer to events which are way darker than you would expect for a children's story. Actually, it is believed that nursery rhymes was a way for adults to keep their children informed about some of the darker realities of the world in an easy way for the children to digest. So perhaps Jack and Jill was a cautionary tale meant to teach young children an important lesson. However, exactly what lesson remains a mystery till this day. So hope you enjoyed my video. I'm going to come up with more such stories in my next videos. If you are interested in any one particular rhyme, please comment below and I will get back to you on that. And if you have some interesting facts about Jack and Jill or any other nursery rhyme, do let me know from a mother to another. Till then, stay tuned, like my video, press the subscribe button and switch on that bell. Thank you so much. Namaste. Bye bye.